Guys, good evening. How are you? You remember, that fence was broken down the very first time. It was reported it was Nema. And then it was broken down the second time. Yeah. But it seems the second time that it was in the road. That's what it seems like, because that fence, you remember, we saw it some time ago. But good evening, but people, I have to apologize for yesterday. I was in an inspection. Obudde broadcast watu sera gwe nade nkola inspection nangamba Arthur olabisenga togenda kukola ki, olabisenga tojja kukola broadcast. Nemwa broadcast ngenda gikola eventually era broadcast yannemye. But I hope you guys are doing well and that mukama abakumye. Let me remove dark mode. I'm trying to see that the colors are better for me, but they are not getting any better. Or it's my glasses. Yeah, but good evening, Godfrey Tambala, Kasule Kantambala, Kasule Ramadan, Georgia Sengoba, Louis, George Bob Chamba, the Annington, Kasule Ramadan, Morad K, Momo VIP, Goban to Bernard. Hi, Munange Fewafe, Ewangi. Remember, I washed my car, but for the past like 1 month, our power has been terrible. Wires were stolen, and then some of my neighbors decided to be very sharp. They tampered with the wires. So now we have been having very small power. I don't know, should we call it wattage? It can't even run a thing. I have neighbors that say some of their electronics have been fried because of the unstable power. And yeah, so now as I drive, I'm going to find a washing bay. Remember, the last time I paid for a washing bay was a very long time, but because I've spent a month, I don't wash the mud guards of my car. It's probably clogged. I just want to find a place where I know Rupida, so that it's a little bit clean. It's something I I even bought a new pressure washer in the beginning, thinking that my pressure washer had a problem. Kumbe, one of our neighbors, the neighbor that got chap is the neighbor that I was complaining about, that said Amasanya's government and all that. He's the one that is disorganizing the neighborhood. But personally, I decided that siddamu kuyingirira government ekola omulimu gwayo. Bw'eneekola omulimu gwayo, ekyo tukireka awo. Bw'eba tegukoze tujja kugula sola. Kasita waliwo agakisa yakisaamuko. Yeah, so that's where we are. But how is your Sunday, guys? We bought a Toyota VITZ yesterday at 11 million shillings, and there's something I've been trying to see if I can indeed confirm, and it's something that I'm going to confirm today, so that we agree, okay, about cars that will cost you 15 million shillings and below. This is something that I know that literally every time I bought a car, I would first go to the garage every time. Yeah, I would not drive it like I'm driving a new car. Now, yesterday I got someone that texted me, and he wants, okay, in the beginning, of course, today we have had other interactions on WhatsApp, and it seems like it has changed. But when he texted me yesterday, he wanted to buy a car at a cost of 20 million shillings and not go to the garage for a full year. On Teglater, he wanted to buy a car at 20 million shillings and not go to the garage for a full year. Now, I can tell you, at 20 million and below, some cars may not obviously get to 20 million, but this is Semuto Road, guys. So at 20 million and below, I don't have a lot of cars that I can recommend that you can spend a year without going to the garage. Probably, if you buy a car and it's in very good condition, the biggest period I can give you would be 7 months. And 7 months, you will go to the garage, okay? Within 7 months, it can be lower, it can be a little higher, but also kuvuga moro kamwaka mulamba nga toyina kyokanise. Okujja konga, you're the kind of person that drives your car for like 2 to 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers. But if you drive the distance that Arthur drives, me personally, I do 7 months, 8 months, and I go to the garage. Like, I was supposed to open this car on Saturday, which was yesterday, and fix up a few things in the suspension. But I wasn't able to do that because I had an inspection. It went on all the way to the evening. And so I hope to open it at the end of this week. It still goes. Some suspension things also will be. If you drive cautiously, like now, the Moroka Casteva Maka Kona, Jivuga as carefully as possible, which take more carefully than I drive when I know it's intact. Katina Moka Kona Maso, Inamaka Kone Mabiga. In the rear, I might have blown a bush, one bush, the main bush, Yamitwaro Itano Mukaga. And then the Masoano means Okwanga, Kakono Kali loose, get a Kapunikam. It's one thing, Masoan, Kakono Kalikam, Kikali tops, either Kakono or ball joint. Now, those things are very cheap to repair. I'll probably use about 200,000 shillings to repair the suspension of my car. Zinza no butawira. Mechanic car is okunzi bayuko. But zinza butawira. Katechinzo kuziweza is wheel alignment. Every time I touch my car masao, I take it to wheel alignment and I work on it. So we went ahead, and by the way, guys, sorry I'm late. I am late because in Badem below also. Badem below zao. I think you guys have seen movies where people go off grid. Na agende yomunsko na abere yongali dodo ne kasori na yiga embizi na yocha. Yeah, you've seen those movies. I think the people that go off grid are normally very peaceful because they have no idea what's going on in the world. I think that's where probably the saying came that ignorance is bliss. I want to get a washing bay nga enfufusi nyingi ya ng'okuva enfufu we bakubira olupiira olwo okutuuka ewange sigenda kuvuga nfuufu nnyingi because saagala kuddamu kuwoza mmotoka eno okuggyako munda tebooza mmotoka yange munda. I vacuum my car and wash it inside. But on the outside ngenda mu akuba olupiira ayoze n'okwoza. So anyway, still the off-grid thing. You know, when you see what is happening in our country, sometimes you almost get depressed. So that's why sometimes in bed I'm birowooza onengamba naye sitani we yali retiringa yajja mu Africa. You get, like, we have a lot of good things that should be happening. Like, we have a lot of natural resources. We have good environments. We have good weathers. Yeah, weathers. Of course, apart from the people that are in the Sahara, but generally things are okay. If we handle the things that we have properly, things are generally okay. But Uganda one, you can't help but be. And for the guys, have you watched? There is a TV show called The Boja Pop. Umwana wa tauni esarese gari, umwana wa tauni esarese gari. Uya. Dagala mukuba mfufu. Kama nyiri zevuga 11:12. And you guys have seen that driving 11:12 and below, it gives a lot of peace. You be like an old person. I have a friend of mine who drives like this. Never have he drives like this. So I think I'm adopting to that. I'm adopting to 2,000 revs per minute. The only trouble with doing 2,000 revs per minute is that you lie. You learn to lie. And stuff like that. And I'm not a very good liar. But people will abuse me. They will abuse me. Travel Live Vlog, good morning. Moses Muwonge, Hashim Akram, Ezekiel Kelly, the Asha Group, Stan Take, and Council Patrick Asiko, good evening. So the gentleman, Yabadangamba, for the guys that don't know how sometimes I talk when I'm talking, like I go back and forth, I talk about this thing and I talk about that thing. I talk about things as they come, yeah? I'm not the kind of person that I may forget it, so I say it. So the guy that told me he has 20 million and he wanted to buy a car. There is only one car, guys, and listen to me very sharply. There is only one car that I can recommend for you to buy at 20 million shillings, and I am sure you can spend a young at Ogenzemo garage. It's only one. It's a Mark X. And at 20 million, you could probably get like a UBM, UBN, UBP. You get, but that car, I can guarantee you can drive it for a year at Ogenzemo garage. Okuja konga, it's your mechanic that is trying to get money out of you. Probably the things you will buy will be tires. And if you find a Convo, you have to buy tires, then buy it at 19 or 18 so that you keep money for tires, yeah? But if you find that everything is intact, even the tires are there, at 20 million shillings, you're going to buy that car and drive it for a full year at Ogenze. The other car, there are some other cars, Mark X Zio, that one as well, at 20 million and below. Now I'm talking about cars you can buy at 20 million and below. You could also buy Crown, Chesa, Camry. As a model cars on Nazona Kasevaya engine in Nene, yeah. Performance cars, performance cars. Those powerful cars is a singer. But at 20 million and below, there are very few that you can buy. You can also buy some SUVs at that budget and also like drive for a year literally without fixing. Yeah. I want to see if they do my method. You know this place used to have a gym, eh? Remember the guy, so you get business. Let me first ask this guy why you know Lupira. Alaikanga yuza ni mukono. Sanyaraze ge Uganda gatukola ogule ebyuma byo. Let me ask him why you know Lupira. What I know Lupira. Tulira. Oyina olupira. We wali olupira. We wali olupira wano. Mazima. Uwa wonna. Mazima. Oh, kale ne answer. So he is good enough. He has told me where I can find olupira. And apparently in Ulese Mavega, it even cuts my distance after washing, yeah? Like after washing, I drive a very short distance, never go main. So 20 million shillings and below. The other car that I can probably say that you can buy 20 million, no, because I've realized most of you guys just hate the garage. And if you hate the garage, over Paso Sete, Busienta, Buraktisi, VITZ, Primo, Spacio, I tell their cars, I will tell you their cars that you're going to buy it now, and like in 1-2 years you're buying a new engine, whether you like it or not. Like I can tell you that any car that has the old one NZ engine, if you buy it now, because all those cars by now are old, yeah? If you buy any car that has the old one NZ engine, in 1 to 2 years you're going to be buying a new engine. You're fucked. Frederick, hi, Basic Chris, hi, Starch Events Chechiriwo. I have a change. I don't see. Okay. Food poison, yes. Amina Frederick, just know your effort is appreciated. Amina. Hey, let me remind you guys, 30th August, we're going to Love for Cars Convention. It's also going to be the launch of the first auto-focused magazine in Uganda, the Love of Cars magazine. Yes, the Love of Cars magazine again launched on 30th August. It's going to be a free magazine to Jabanga to Jigaba. There will also be a digital copy. You'll have to subscribe to be able to get a digital copy. And then periodically there will be also newsletters. Yes. So by 30th August, the first people that are going to see the Love of Cars magazine event. Then shortly after that, the free copies will also be rolled out. Now I'm calling upon Bangambe. Now I'm calling upon people that have businesses that target car lovers, car owners. Perfumes and motorcar. I do auto detailing. I sell tires, rims. If your business targets cars, car owners, and car lovers, this is your chance to get a magazine that's going to be accessed by literally every car owner. The magazine is going to be given out to people, and it has plenty of stuff that is interesting in the magazine in there. And of course, more than 20,000 people will get hold of this magazine. So if your business targets car drivers, car owners, car lovers, then you should reach out to me and you get a chance to advertise in the magazine. We also have the car diary. Launched on that. I mean a dwaliro. Can I continue washing them? You guys are used to run all the way this way. So when I used to run anyway, I used to do 15k. The reason I stopped running was because and I just did not want to risk my life. Boda ngapitirivu ate moroka wezino genda boda wezigenze ate nze siva mu moroka nga boze moroka yange sijja bibamu owaye jebali olina olupiira kale ate wali njagala nze wa lupiira kale never guy. Do you realize that sometimes ebintu gwe byoyina ne ba business owner tebabirina? Like how does a washing bay like this that is making, for example, at the time of Tuchamideo, these guys have 3 motorcycles, which is about boda bazoleza make baina we moroka zizo biri, that's like a 20k katwanzo ba we tuli wano okawa koze mitwalo nga nga mukaaga. Wait. Nyina we manyo olupira naye tulina kuddayo mabega. Nyina we manyo olupira ne migo kansubide naye terwafa. Nzo kuddayo ng'olupira lwafa. Naye katuddeyo emabega. Kato Muhammad kye kiriwo starch. I mean a starch. I think I saw that lady. So anyway guys, emwalo kazo nazo olaba obo spasio bonna. Obo Corolla. Gwe buli motoka gyolaba ng'erimu 1 NZ enkadde. In 1 or 2 years you will be buying a car, you will be buying an engine. I'm not like prophet of doom, but I know what I'm talking about. Obobu engine katukanywa mangu oil. Hey mama, we need okwoleza nga gundi ina wetuko efufu ne tukanyo. After if I have 18 million between Toyota Ractis and IST, which one should I go for? 18 million shillings. If you can get a Ractis, make sure you get a 1.5 liter. Take the Ractis. The IST at 18 will not be good. I'm telling you from experience. Tewali IST ya million 18 nga nungi. Teriyo. Like when you compare with the Ractis, nadala ngo oguze nungi. Now, I'm not saying that at 18 with Ractis Jogendo Sanga it's going to be good. At 18, there are also chances that you'll get a bad Ractis. But the chances of you getting a bad IST are higher than the chances of you getting a bad IST. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So you would rather look for the Ractis. But I know that even the Ractises at 18 are rare. Nenga jino jobononya. Na IST zile nungi, but at 18 I've looked. You remember guys, we were looking for an IST with the lady that had 18. Nezi tubula IST nungi. Ngambi atenze. I have never wanted someone to buy a bad car. Ngandabe moro kambi, and I encourage you to buy it. You get. I'm going to share the VITZ story from yesterday. Arthur, can I get a Toyota Noah SI specifically, black at 25? Used? Yes. Used? Yes. But I don't want you to, when you're buying a used car, I would not recommend that you be picky about color. The only time and even then I don't recommend it that much, but the only time I would probably say be picky is when you're going to the bond. Like when you're buying a used car, you buy what is there. You don't decide that these guys abatunda siba trader, so they are not there. You're going to waste a lot of time saying I want a black car, I want a black car, I want a black car. You're going to waste a lot of time. So unless you're going to the bond and you deposit the 25 million shillings, and then you buy the black car that you want. Yeah, in the bond, black is actually cheap. You could probably get it at 36, 35 there. I'm not guaranteeing, but I'm saying black is cheaper. Silver and white are the more expensive ones. Yeah, nebo gulaka sienta ngako black agenda balaisi bo manyi lwachi bakatunda laisi. Even you guys know why it's cheap. Let me see if this washing bay is accessible. Ano gwe mulaba wano netala kunoonya lupira. Sagala vuga moroka eddugala wansi. Yes. For the past 1 month moroka yange ebadde tenyirira bulungi. Because olupira terukola amasannyalaze matono. Sannyalaze matono. But someone told me that that UEDCL is planning to come and fix the power this week. But do I have access here? I don't know why I forgot about it, but this is where it is. Can I access it? I guess I can try. Let me try. Navayo. Oyina olupira? Oyina olupira? Oyina olupira? It's working. You come, I tell you what you're going to do. I'm going to stay in my car. Huh? You're going to first spray this car properly. Yeah? Even under there, like that. Then you wash. Then you rinse. I don't want washing inside. The only thing you can do is open a little here and wash here. Yeah? Me, I clean the inside of my car myself. So I'm going to stay in here. You tell me where to park, where your repeater reaches. You spray proper. You kukuta, then you rinse, and then I pay you. I go. How much? 10. Eh. 5. Eh? Carry. Where? Outside. Only outside, and around here. But the first spray gun. Where should I park? Hey, muli za washing boys zile za rais 15. Bana balungi abana ita kusemutoro lichemanyi mugira yo washing be weri. You people from the north are very honest. Abakuba musajja Uganda yali nsabye n'ebiri. Nangamba ongambye ebyokukola bingi. Sibwe yalikoze. Christine, how are you? I put there? Sajja bamuga mwina olupira nga simanyi kitamanyi na Uganda. Kata abantu bene waffe mu kyalo. Hey, you want me to put like this, eh? Naye baba yejenzedde semoroko banava imoroka yange si ya 4 wheel gagweba gali mukolao naye yo gaye ono ikaya ino olupira in the entire Semuto sub region. Eka. Is this okay? Got straight? Okay. Let me lock myself inside. So, my guy, to get a mass on a broadcast. Your first, my boss, you're first spraying with the machine. Okay. Sagala kuyomba na mtu wana ayinza okujja ekipaketi kyembo asoka kutinya asoka spraying in the machine because that's how I do it. Itaka libenge eri violet. You do. You got to see this effect. Ngategida. Amazi mugamisi nzenga agakwa. So anyway, Munange guy, I try to do horizontal today, horizontal Uganda. Other, can I opt for a Suzuki Swift instead of a Passo? How reliable is the Swift? The Suzukis are very reliable. Obangu mengi yanzi yake yankumita. Ndabo lupira tarukoleza. Wasoka kuyiwa ko baje. Wanya watu bano babane professionals abinga bazikola bo bamanye ekyo kukola. Hey, I put a fan here and I forgot to put a USB. Esimu enembugumako. Other compare me VITZ and Raum. Buy Raum. China kubako argument name. Suzuki Swifts are very reliable, but when they start giving you trouble, that's when you're going to spend a lot of money, and that's why I would never go. The Suzuki Swift should be number 2. Again, the call is a machine. Asa area that I'm homesick. So anyway, guys, we bought a VITZ yesterday. A VITZ, yes. And as we were buying the VITZ, I have a lot of people these days that call me, and they want to talk to me physically. I'm asking myself, why does someone want to talk to me physically? Like, can't you inquire on the phone? So yesterday, as we were in the field looking for a car, someone calls me and says, "Arthur, I say, Kari, I want to, that's the machine. Let me show you. So that's the machine. That's the machine, anyway. I can't keep the one. Let me give you the effect. I just want to see to get the effect. Anyway, so I am acting childish. Then you never been paying me, right? I don't know if even you guys enjoy things like this, if you don't want to say, but anyway. Hey. You know why I gave him instructions? because I've seen our washing bays normally do. The washing bay guys, basoka kuta, etakanibali kuta paint away, they paint scratches, then never cover call repeater. Me, I prefer that the first does that. The machine na yote ina mgonji pressure, ka machine kanga keka kasinga. Why are recommended car wash detergents scarce on Ugandan markets? We don't need them. How about some? We don't need car washing detergents because we don't need the detergents because our cars are already old. Even if you use detergents, when machine cannot be kind of pressure. My machine is more powerful than this thing. Wait, detergent or the search. Pajero Mitsubishi model 2013 diesel 4M40 engine manual. Very good. I use 60k per week on fuel office home drive. I have never regretted from Kampala to Mali 120k. I reach safely. That's good consumption. 60k per week on fuel. And what distance do you drive normally? What distance do you drive normally? So anyway, we were in the field and this gentleman calls me and says, Arthur, but I asked him, Ojukira consultation fee, and he says, no problem. Your consultation fee is no problem. I want to see you physically. Now, I was with the mechanic and the mechanic said, Arthur, omuntu oyo mulaba bwana jokulaba mu abere wala nawe takusemberera nyo soko omulengiriri wala. Some people have bad intentions. Why is he insisting to see you when other people can call you, pay consultation, and then they ask you on the phone? Why can't he ask you on the phone? So when he comes, we were test driving the VITZ boat, and he said, so I met Kamashini Kanafu. So I met him, and yeah, and then we talked, and he literally also had the same budget like the person I inspected for yesterday. He has 10 million on the account, and he says he wants to buy a car. However, the car that he wanted to buy, when he wants to buy a VITZ RS, which is also rare on the Ugandan market. Now, when you see people driving the VITZ RS, when you see a lot of VITZ RS, it's possible for you to think that the VITZ RS are so many on the market. Now, and that's something that people don't understand. If you're going to buy a VITZ RS at like 10, you get a kubank. The last time we bought a VITZ RS, I think we bought it 9.5 million shillings. I think that VITZ RS kat SPK tachakavuga na ikalika SPK driving school kiwaso okuyigirizamu abantu okuvuga. And so he wanted either a VITZ RS or the VITZ new model. And I told him the VITZ RS emunye jatankira milioni 13-15. You get the VITZ new model jabira milioni 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 there. But then, if you can raise a 15 million, there are bonds that can actually like give you a Sienta on credit, and then they sell it to you at 28 million shillings. But that's the Sienta old model, not the 2012 model. That's the like a 2009, 2010 model. That's what they can give you. Yeah, you give them 15 million. That's still not so common, but you can get it. And then also yesterday I found someone that drives a Prius. He's the very first person that I saw that calculates fuel in their Prius. And he told me when he puts a full tank, he drives 800 kilometers. 800 kilometers. And then I've been talking to a number of my mechanics, and most of them are negative about the Prius, but yeah, I think I'm just going to take a leap. But with the Prius, I don't think I'm going to buy a new one. I'm going to buy it used. Why? The loss of a battery dying when you have bought a used Prius at a fairly cheaper price is not as much as that of a Prius that you bought from the board like 40 million, 45 million shillings. You get unused Priuses don't have that much resale value. Yeah, I think if you sold it in a cassette, you can definitely replace. So I had a lot of interaction yesterday, and most of my mechanics are still very skeptical about the hybrid issue because most of them have not been exposed to hybrids. But if there is one thing I discovered, if there is one thing I saw, Chief, boss, it's big. Press a diagram, very big is anyway, so the gentleman, guys, you'll forgive my coordination of the conversation. That's how I normally do when I talk. You just have to be following. So we agreed that he goes and adds a bit of money because he also wants a new car. He wanted an SUV, but he can't afford an SUV because SUVs use a lot of fuel. So he said, I'm going to go back and look for money and buy a car from the bond on credit. Totally makes sense. Especially the fact that he doesn't rent anymore. Omuntu atapangisa osobola ogula emmoroka ku looni. Omuntu atapangisa emmoroka ya looni olaba n'abapangisa nabo emmoroka ya looni tebamenya. Osegeera kati gulwa atapangisa. So omuntu atapangisa you can definitely afford the car on loan. Yeah? Nogera n'osasula ku ssente ne bagikuwola. Akendeza pressure. Akendeza. You start from here. Akendeza pressure. You know this car thing can have a lot of pressure. And that's why the car for the time. Yeah. So when I go back home, what I'm going to do is vacuum the inside and clean the inside. One day, be very specific. Because watatandika na rupiira ayonoona watatandika na rupiira ayonoona akuuta langi n'agyonoona. Time for showering. Now you actually have to wait for the car to dry. When I go home, as I clean inside, I'm going to let it be open. Let's take it. Right. So now, after one day, invite SPK and share with us what it takes to start a driving school. Because most of us villages, when I travel live vlog, I invited SPK driving school like over 2 years ago. And I don't know what happened, but I've been inviting SPK for I like most of the people that I know here, business owners here. When I meet them, I tell them I should invite you and you come and we talk about your business, but they just don't come. At a field, the old model kafunanga kumeka 17, 18 akalungi. Of course, you can get some bad ones at like 13, 14, or right? If you're ready to like fix suspension or you call and then it's time to give us some soap. Yeah, it's time to soap us. Chika Wariki, how are you? Danny Okeni, Albino Olak, hi. Tebule Samuel, hi. There's Samson Olaku. That's Olaku, yeah? Yeah. So how about Sab is asking what detergent people use washing detergent to wash cars. He's using something of Aerial or Nomi or Magic or something. But it's okay, guys. It's like Ozungu J1 in Kampala. Or Ozungu Balutugana Mumarwali, don't compare. You see, that's the effect I wanted you to see. I want to see that effect there. Ooh, that's nice. It's like I think some of you are feeling like the water is being poured on your eyes. What are they doing with your car? It's being washed. It's being washed. I'm in a car wash. This is like a modern car wash where you're washing and the machine is washing. So I'm like that. So anyway, let me tell you the story of the VITZ. Onogaya agenda okumala okwoza nga masibula busibuzi ngende. Sicho? Namba sibula ngende. I bought so many of these towels, the ones that we used to wash cars. I bought like 7 of them for the project car. Ono upgrade that I yongera na one via one want to simanyi wenja vayo. So anyway, we bought a VITZ. We bought a VITZ with a very long time follower here. It's a lady. She has been here from one of the ladies here. And so she booked me in the middle of the week and she looked for options of cars. And she had moved around quite a bit. So guys, I'm going to stress this. When you're going to buy a car, moving around does not save you anything. In actual sense, you waste money. So she had moved around like for a week or 2 weeks. I think for a full month. For April, they were moving around looking for a car. And they hadn't found a car yet. Yeah? They hadn't found a car. And eventually the car we bought is one of the cars that she saw. Then when she saw it, I think brokers, and they told her the car has been parked for a very long period of time and they discouraged her from buying it. So when we went, we looked at all the cars she saw, she had seen, but eventually she ended up buying the car that her brokers had told her was bad. And when she called the brokers back, telling them, you know what, we have seen this car with Arthur and it's a car we saw with you guys and you said it had been parked. The brokers told her, no, it hadn't been parked. It did not have tires at the time, which is not true. I don't think it's true, but I just think really we do business in Funako. So, and we bought that one. So how many cars did we see yesterday? We saw a VITZ 1 liter, which was bad. We saw a VITZ which looks like an RS. It looks like a VITZ RS, and guys, don't be duped. I'm sure it's on the market. You're going to see it, and one of you might actually end up buying it. But be very careful with the VITZ that looks like an RS. It looks like a VITZ RS, but it's not really the VITZ RS. Where you never RS, but on the inside it's not. It's a 1 liter. So that's of course what she thought. It's a VITZ RS, and normally when I do inspections, I'm always praying that God gives me the favor of finishing a broadcast in the morning. Yeah. And that's what I thought. I thought that I would get that chance to finish the broadcast, finishing an inspection in the morning. And I thought I would do that when we saw the VITZ RS. Now, the VITZ RS wasn't the RS. It wasn't really good. We saw another one which wasn't good. And then they told us about 2 others that were in Kawempe, Nasa. Normally, those cars are not good. I've been the times that people have taken me to that side to see cars, those cars have not been good at all. Yes, Viola, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to wash your car with the project car. I'm going to do it with the project car. Some of the bits of the project car I'm going to spray myself paint. Hey guys, on Wednesday when I upload the project car video, I'm also going to put a poll for you guys to vote what color we should put that car in. You know, you choose a paint so that it looks like a project car. Actually, so I'm going to suggest colors and you guys will tell me, will vote which color we should put the project car in. That's on Wednesday. And you guys will have only 24 hours to vote. Because next week we have to start spraying because in engine, I did a video of me like putting the engine back together. But and now that the engine is back together, engine, but we have to spray the engine room that color. So on Wednesday you'll have 24 hours to vote which color the car should be put in. Okay. So and when we are done, Viola, I'll give you a tutorial on how to wash. I actually have an old spray. I have an old pressure washer for someone that is interested in buying a cheap one. A new one will probably cost you about 450 to 500,000. I'll be giving you my old pressure washer at only 200,000 shillings. It still works perfectly, but I thought it had a problem actually. So for the person abeereyo nga wezimbire ennyumba yo liyo mu kyalo naye kozesa masanyalaze tekozesa mafuta ngeno, I can bring it to you ogigula emitwalo 2 nawe otandika okuba olupiira emmoloka yo. In case I am offline, count my vote for the project car on white. You have to vote Olaku. It's going to be there for 24 hours. You just have to come on the channel and look for the posts page and then go and vote. Yeah. Yeah. And what does it take to change color? No, you change the color and then you go to URA and apply for alteration. They inspect the car. After inspecting the car, they will change it in the logbook. Yeah. Rama Charity Organization, I'm good. How are you today? So anyway, we went to Bakuri and also saw something that actually looked good. We saw a VITZ that looked really good in Bakuri. And you know, yesterday we were a team of 5 people. The lady that was buying, we had 2 mechanics. The lady came with a mechanic. I had my mechanic and we had another person, a friend of the lady that was accompanying her. When we went to Bakuri, the car that we saw in Bakuri looked really, really nice inside out. But it had one issue. The engine had a fault. So eventually, Moroka engine yabade ya kugura. So the person that was selling started the car. I know Nyako for some time it's okay. And that's normally a problem. It just progresses. Chikura bukuzi until you eventually have to buy an engine. And when it was just driven by the 2 mechanics, they both declared the car wasn't actually good. So we went back to the car that we eventually bought. And how do I even give this guy 5K? He has asked me for 5K, but I can't give him 5K. What the moon that I was in the saga dies him. This is a lot of work. How do I give this guy? I'm posing that I was a mipira jangi jitukuza. Never and I was a mipira de jitukura. And he's working diligently. Eh? I'm not ruthless. How do you give this guy 5K? He has used diesel in the pressure machine, the pressure washer. He has used detergent. Nebo gate yo kabe corridor 10 rugudde kata ino sasula omugagga obala amanyigi obala 5K. Anyway. Irangena mu akitwalo. Kasitayo ze mipira jange bwe gitutukula sigina mu akitwalo ngena mu 5 ziza asabe. Nebo ayoze mipira jange ne gitukula. Kuba mipira nze wange soza mipira ngikuba pressure washer ye gitukuza. Gwenze nsorobera ku mupira ne ba amazzi bwent. Nengwe etola paka bwe gutukula. Bajoza ne gitukula ngena mu ekitwalo. Central Forest Command obuze nnyo. Anyway, guys, so we went and saw the car. Now, I normally work with my diagnostic machine. Kati buli moroka njikebera kasiteba nga ina socket yachi ya computer. I will put my computer there and diagnose. Why am I diagnosing? I don't want to miss any errors that might happen. Emoroka esobola okubanga bagirupinga computer nga bagirupinga engine check. So nga the engine check doesn't display when there is a fault. But when you put a diagnosis machine, it will actually tell you there is this error and this error and this error. And that's why I move around with my diagnosis machine. Now the VITZ in some of the cars, if we already declare that this car is not really good, we don't even put the machine. But when we look at the car and nunji, then we put the machine and check. So yaba kuli demo nunji. But the moment we put the machine like this, into binji, which tegira, we cleared the errors, neira nizo komyao, which tegira. But then some of those things we are coming on be fixed. But bagenzo ovuga mungere moroke buza amanyi. You get. But the Nakawa car that we bought did not bring back any errors. Now, if you guys were able to read the inspection report, you would see that in the inspection report, I recommended 500,000 as money that would repair that car to what I want to call good condition, because that car cannot be perfect in car already, but to good condition. What did we see in that with that VITZ? We saw a kakono. Eventually, tekaba de kakono, kaba de ka cross, ka crossing a kakorachi. Actually ask the mechanic, because the lady that bought this car, which I thought was not possible, but the mechanic kept telling me it's possible. Even before we paid, I kept asking the mechanic, CV joint, but it wasn't CV joint. So what happened is the person we bought this car from said he bought a full chiguru. For the people that know a chiguru, now this is what happens when you buy, guys. Every time you buy Japan used a CV joint, a chiguru CV joint, buy Japan used. Don't buy used. No, this guy is how do you give him 5K? What day years he's really working hard. But people from the north, even the man of Sikaba traffic are corrupt. Sikali woman north, give me some tea. Takubeza ukuli mbali imbanga gotta say. So anyway, guys, to charge me and boys. That car yabade missing that, you know, the side indicators no woku matama. Wabade tebuliko. What other thing was missing there? The AC worked perfectly. Na ite kuwa bugumu. Ebiseke bye bugumu babi jam. And I don't know why people keep doing this. My started the project car. Ebiseke bye bugumu je bidira ngenda kunyumirwa okuvuga emoroka emu AC. So it's only the warmth that will not come, but the AC was working perfectly. Ngekona ngekubagana maso wano okemabega, it's perfect. Unfortunately, echiguru chanabi echiro. The lady had gone home, and at night ngabo no bango gende wakanoka kanyenda bekuchaliwa. Abavayo echiguru nechinaba. But today morning she told me that I need chintu che yakonye. I'm not sure what, but you know normally ebintu ebyo binaye bearings ngazinabiye emoroko inajivuga very in a very delicate way. But she has also told me that the mechanic that has fixed that, it's not my mechanic that fixed that, she got a mechanic. Mugambi the rubber boot. Guys, check your rubber boots every time you go for service. Go down there Murunya or to need rubber boots, so to make sure that the rubber boots are okay. Rubber boots are one of the things that actually spoil all those bearings. Rubber boots wezibambi nebo betakali yingira neufa because of rubber boots, so fix them. But she has fixed them. She has fixed the thing, and the car is moving. And there's nothing else that's going to be. That's the only fault that is mechanical that we saw in that car. And we quoted 500. What other thing? The speed meter was not working. But I don't know if the lady is watching. But if you're watching, madam, echemsha speed meter. Baina control je bachusa ya mitwaro musanvu yeyo kaje wetaaga okuchusa tebaguze ekintu waliwo ekintu kyebatunde emitwaro 25 tebakiguza bachusa control ya mitwaro musanvu speed meter neddamu nesituka bulungi okitegedde bwobola. I'm going to call her after here to make sure that she that I tell her and sometimes the speed meter ojja kusanga kiri mu magulu wali eriye mu ABS naka ABS akamu kaavaako nga kyekijira ate ne bakubbira okubaka ABS akaba kekavaako bazaako kazi. Give me the number. Give me the number. I add 10K, you give him 20K. Hey, Rama Charity Organization. Where are they? The number is 0752 991 Bamwade chebiri baba. Bamwade chebiri. Kare. Wenda ba message bwe ntize bwa maida watinga muwe chebiri. But take a koma nguma nga sinava wala, otherwise nze njo zidia. Otherwise, I'm going to be eating the money. So anyway, so what other fault did we see with that car? It was the speed meter, those side indicators, and that thing echabadde chikona. Checho byebyo byokka. So and we calculated and the narrow brakes ziri spongy, but the mechanic told me zetaga kulegam. So basically that's jitwabaze mitwala atano jinza n'obutagwawo, but that's what we calculated, and we paid 8 million shillings. The balance, which is what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 million will be paid in 3 months, which tegeera. So that's what happened. And the lady came saying, nzirayo na moroka, nzirayo na moroka, nzirayo. And I kept asking her, Rachel made the VITZ. Now, these days, I think part of me is changed. Nti nzateka tugula VITZ yenkadde milioni 10 ate ngula mu kimaka $2 grand ekiyimiridde naye nkivuganga negendereza nekitanywa nnyo. I am telling you. Nekivuganga negenza bwe mba nkifunye oba mark tumusota okitegeera, because at the end of the day the comfort is also important. So muna guy nzizayo ku hybrid kati I'm going back to the hybrid. Gwe banga full tank evuga kilometer 8. How many of you guys have ever seen a full tank of your car going 800 kilometers? Mwali mukirabyeko ekyo nze sikiraba nko nasose kiraba oyo guy nga akyogera nti emoroka ye evuga kilometer 8 nga atadde mu full tank. And I've tried all this time, I've been trying to find a place where I can hire a Prius, and I drive it for like 2 weeks. Ndabe how it consumes. Obanji take mu full tank. Ndabe how long it lasts. And if there's someone here that that hires cars, you can hire me your Prius or a Fielder hybrid or Toyota Aqua, or yeah, those are the cars I can afford if I want. And you hire me that car, I put my full tank, and probably a week or 2. I can pay the hiring fees. I can definitely hire it. And then I try it one more time before I commit to buying it. Yeah. Need a message ya mobile money Rama Charity Organization. Could you give number? Cause you want notification, you don't need a notification come mobile money. 0752 991 051. 0752 991 051. Woteka ko mutwalo ekyebiri kyange kiri wano nze nga nkimuwa ngagenda yeeyagala. Naye mba mukoledde ekintu abagenda kweyagala. He doesn't look like he drinks even. Akasente agenda gula mmere yiwa kasi kitoleko no man, how are you? So we had some hiccup yesterday ekigulu okunaaba, but good enough it was solved. Normally when we get problems like that I feel really bad, and this is where I wanted to tell you guys, if you buy a car that is below 15 million and below, or inokusoko osoka ogende ku emoroke osoko ogende ogitekemu emitwalo ngabiri banyiga obuntu obwo wansinze bwenkola olaba nene empya nayo nagisumulula olina okugenda banyigenyigemu ku buntuntu. And then also guys, something I learned yesterday, if you're going to be buying a car, avoid going with mechanics that are too picky, especially if you're going to be buying an old car. When you go with a mechanic that is too picky, agenda kulemesa ogule motoka. Ontegera, let me give you an example. If you are to buy a plot of land, and if you like with the plot of land being picky would mean you will say sagala ngeri wala nnyo, sagala nga ntono nnyo, sagala etaliranye kkubo, sagala eri wala na somero, sagala eri wala na ddwaliro. And when you start being picky like that, you'll end up never buying a plot of land, because it funny way. Funny way that you can even surprise the phone as overheated. So when you decide to be as picky as that, ojja kumaliriza nga toguze plot. Ina kusimanya agenda na gisiimulako. Kano kana akagoye kachi. Rama Charity Organization ngenda sinalaba notification ya Airtel Money. Ngenda. You're doing here now, eh? Yeah. Mwenze ngenda vacuuming ate ebirala byonna balongosiza ngenda vacuuming ndongose dashboard yange nze ngende. Hey, Uncle Arthur, can I get a room in at 25? Yes, 25 you can. But guys, I forgot to put my phone in airplane mode. You leave that. I'm going to watch that at home. Guys, why would you be buying an old room in at 25? Give me that. I don't have empty in Ramadan. You man, some people are giving me more money to give you more money here. That you're doing your job very well. Eh. Eh. So I don't have empty in Ramadan. I only have Airtel. Eh. I only have Airtel. 752-991-051. But you know, you guys, the fees of sending either to whichever number is, the fees are the same. Guys, don't buy an old car at but at 25 you're going to get a room that is 2 years, 3 years. Dedicated. That's the thing with guys from the north. They're happy until you annoy them. When you annoy them, but they are normally very happy. So that's how we bought a VITZ, and then someone also called me, I got a VITZ. But guys, if you're going to buy a car 10 to 15 million shillings, I am telling you this because I know there is no car you're going to buy between 10 and 15 million shillings or a mekukanika. Joe, olaba neziva mu bond oba wakajigula boti oyino kanikamu osegeera era bava mu bond ne batakanikamu agenda ogisumule mu million ngemo be mu n'ekitundu at once so nga ate wano bwogira okanika emitwalo 10-15 kati nze yange nagisumule negenda kunitwanga 15 kwa nga seko ne wheel alignment okitegeera tina sente za amanyi zegenda kuli agala nayo zo wataina kuoza bagubya bano amaziga wesiga kisima yonjo nibanza izole na mugando ebiranja njabye ibizi kumoroka yange ndi piki kanza kwenda bemipira ajikuse. I was choosing Swift because it's midway of VITZ and pass with 1.5 liter, good enough for town and long distance travel. And it's good enough, but maintenance-wise, it's not. Maintenance-wise, it's not. Maintenance-wise, it's not. Mobaga ingena mu ekitwalo ngende. Sendeza mweziruddeyo. At you're done, eh? Guys, thank you very much. Mobaga, nze Rama, Kasule. Arthur, yoka is you be what? Which of manya and Pianethan. Nze buli ageza ko take number yange yemoroka wano. Jana mu blocking. I know you guys see me and then you want to put my number here. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm waiting if someone adds money here, but they are taking time. But if wait. Another 10K is here. You come and thank this person. He's called Rama. You come this side. You come this side. You thank this guy. What's your name? Okelo. Okirole. Rama, this is the guy you have given money. He's called Okirole Charles. Thank you for watching. You tell him. You tell this person. You just talk. You just imagine there's someone here. Now you're shy. Just say
thank you. God bless you.
Kari. Charles, thank you. Kari mwe guy. Yesawa yokudde wakangenda basi bulira wana. Charles agambe, thank you very much. You sent what? Number 11. Kari, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rama Charity Organization, for rewarding this guy for his work. I'm sure he's very happy. Guys, kamba si ulenzi rukate nange nogose munda. okitegeera. Emisi take us as we explore. Kale kambatwale ntuuke wembajjirako. Kambatwale ntuuke wembajjirako. There is another guy, another dude here who is, I think he's the brother to Charles. Bonna like abajja mu kifo kye kimu. So kati ngenda kulongoosa munda just eweeru watukudde ne wansi w'emipiira gye mbadde maze omwezi nga sio. Naye kati mulaba akasozi ke ngenda okulinnya. Ngenda kayitako ntyanzi. Itandikiddewo okwagala okugana. Kati wano olaba wano oteeka mu bbi n'ogivuga kyekyo kye nabadde ntya ogivuga diagonally ogikyolutamyedde waliwo olugyolutamyedde I think very I don't know. Eganye okirolo mulowooza tali mu kusindika okirolo ali mu kusindika. You wait, let me come back. I go at once. Kale. Wende. Kale. How do you say? But I think it's the boot that is not really locked. Kati akakasozi nabadde nakatidde kansooke nkyame wali ntereeze boot. So guys, kati kulambula kkubo. Sina mazzi mu kantu ka wiper. Laba enfuufu omwava kwoza mmotoka ye laba enfuufu. Kanjidduke naye agenda okunsanga eno mu maaso bankuba enfuufu. Kansooke ntereeze bbuutu eno bagayi. Yes, Rama Charity, I received the money. I've even given him. Where is that $2? Muna efe ntufunye gumulu 10. Zezo $2. Zezo. Gumulu 10 ze $5 fe nebatu wako gumulu 10. Ngaba yaye. Oba omula waliwo mulala ataddeko. $5. $5 zali badde mitwalo ng'ebiri. So anyway, kangende nga wembasibula kuba natera obbajjako nkubira ababadde bannemeddeko nga bankubira nnyo. Godfrey Tambala, Kasule Ramadan, Julius Sengoba, Louis, George Bob, Chamba de Hannington. Enchaba nange. Kanzire mu sente zikema. Kanzireyo muwe sente z'omusajja oyo. Kanzireyo muwe sente ze nyinza okuzirya. Kanzireyo muwe sente ze n'emipiira gyange ajoze kuba gigenzeeko ettaka lyabwe eryawali. Deyo tumuwe sente ze. Morad K ani apereza oguma olukumi. Nyinza omuwa oguma olukumi gwange nga sigugwe. Is there someone that send me extra money? Is there someone that sent me extra money? Nga sinaba kwekuba. Bwaba lwampadde omutwalo omulala. Rama mpereza gumu kanaana so kati gayo lya manjayo nusu. Amanjayo nusu kanaana. Okitegeera. Amanjayo nusu kanaana. Kuba nyina omutwalo gwenfunye naye. No one is confirming to have sent me 10K. Okay, kasoro Ramadan 11K. Nemu wa mutwalo. Withdrawal fees. Katika mweno gumwaka nana. Ogwa Rama Charity Organization. Gumuka nana kanonye chenjwa. Gumuka kaga. Gumuka sanvu. Ao gumu. Kati why are you stopping me? Bali mukupima. Kale. Rama Charity Organization nzira yo kuwa sente kuwa musajja sente zompadde. Athe waliyo KFC teli. Olaba n'amakubo bakola makobe. Bakola makole. Bali mukupima. Bali mukupima level. Kale. Kamala okuwa omusajja sente ze. Ziruddewo okujja Rama Charity Organization. I have more money for you. But you first bring water. And you clean all the tires. Then I give you your money. Hey. Kadema kwate muwano. So guys, gugu no mutwalo gumuka nana Rama Charity Organization gwampadde. Ono mwana yo yazze no mukisa. Yazze no mukisa. Kaga kunanya lukumi. No, just wipe, put water so that the dust goes. You don't have to scrub. Njagala just ettaka lya wano liveeko ligiddugaza okusinga enfuufu. Lugudo cholo ono Semuto Road. Amina Zanders guys ndi mu basi bulongo. Ndi mu basi bulanga Charles Bwanjira. Godfrey Tambala Kasulu Ramadan Julius Sengoba Louis George Bob Chambade Hannington Morad Kemomo VIP the Asha Group Gabantu Bernard Hashim Moses Muwanga Travel Live Vlog Stantec Council Patrick Asiku Basic Race Frederick Starch Events Kato Muhammad the Asha Group Nakate Christine Julius Nkumaze Kampala Job Listings Herbert Sab Samson Olaku Engineer Mugarura Danny Okeni Albino Olak Travel Live Vlog Chikawa Ricky Puriza Daniel Mosh Viola Namiro Central Forex Command Yusuf Minaj Rama Charity Organization Emmanuel Kabali Nathan 256 Hari John Galiwango David Arnes after my round 2008 loses power and the engine dies. What should I check? Loses when you do what? When does it lose power? Oboli nyakasozi, oboli nyeko nyo. When does it lose power? Does the engine die? Eh? You thank these people again. They have given you another 18,000. They are there.
Thank you.
Kari. Sajja mumusanyudde bambi. Muwadde omudidi gw'ensimbi. Gomanyi kitegeeza okuwoza emmoroka emu n'ogifunamu emitwalo 380. Kale katabe otukyukira. Ata njagala gulira Urban KFC. Munange Urban bali ya KFC ku lunaku olu mu week. Luba lwa kutaano lwokka. Ayite bali ya KFC. Food hub is better. Enkoko ya KFC nze ndo ya abantu bangi bagikomplina kenda kuzina. Simanyi kyagituukako. Nze sobole na kugirya. Ata lwaki otusiibula kati? Mba siibula. Ona tukire Matugga. Kuna again ndi Matugga. Harry, I am in Matugga already. Nze wange okuva wano otuuka wanga kilomita 7 zokka. Now when I say 7 kilometers, I'm sure some of you guys are saying, 7? Yeah, but I used to run. I want to go to Moroka yange mfufu. Muduka chi. Don't you know here you are supposed to be driving 30 kilometers per hour? Look at them. Don't you never got 30 kilometers per hour speed limit? Kitegeza driver to got 20. Johnny Gari wango. Mwewa guy. Kati wano olaba wano najanga nenzuka you see wano wakasaye ketugendo tukakao. I used to come and run there. Nenga ebisere byo ngandi munafu. I used to be weak banangi. Ngokuduka kilomita 2. Yeah. Anyway, sorry weak, but I think I do not have the discipline, because running in one place nga olaba kataka kasawo okwetolola akasawo ako emirundi ejiwere 10 oba ne discipline yekike ekyawa oba ne discipline ekike, because you're seeing the same things. That's the thing that bores I think a lot. Kataba na abantu beno batuka ku Sunday ne bajja ne babera ku sawe ne balaba omupiira, that kind of relaxation, the sinna gifuna like to go ogende kasawo. But I think abantu bo mukyalo banaba n'okunaaba ne banaba ne bagenda bagende kasawe ne banonya ne baneiba baba yatogende kasawe nja kugenda kamalo okunaaba. They shower and put on their Sunday bed ne bagenda ku kusawo. Mwe bagayi kamba sibule banyina abantu kabasaba bankubidde amasimu nga bandi munzikirize mbasibule nkubidde abantu. Tunadamu ne tukwatagana encha ku macha. Sawa ine dakika 25. Nsobole no wenda bagenda okunkuba enfufu ngambe mabeka. Nsobole okwongera mu ka speed. Naye when I'm doing the broadcast, nsobole okwongera mu ka speed. But guys, thank you very much for choosing to be with me this evening. I don't take it for granted that you choose to be with me. Then we'll be the 30th August, Love of Cars convention. We'll be launching the Love of Cars magazine, the first issue ever. And this magazine, we'll have 2 issues a year. Yeah, we'll have 2 issues a year. And of course, it will also be available digitally. You can sign up and also get yourself the PDF of the magazine. Diary. The My Car Diary. It removes pages where you can register all your expenses from the time you buy a car to the time you sell it. Actually, 30th August, it will be at but I'm going to tell you, I'm still debating 2 venues. I want to look at convenience in parking, security, and all those things. But I'll be telling you. Guys, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Timweda bila koda pre-purchase inspection. Mitwala na mwetano boka. I sell truckers kwa sa tumweta na mwetano. 7 kilometers wala. Si wala. Nze me amused. I just love good environments, I think. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's clean. And it's a lot of things that I've wanted. Nze nalinga mbera kukasanga ati. Ngokuva kumeino 2K wange. Ntambula unga atida na una zimba. And I left that place because there was no peace. So nze jendi. There's a lot of peace. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao.